Hello, hello. You're watching GameSpot Daily, where we cover the top news stories in 30 minutes or less. I'm Callie, and I'm back.
And we back.
With Michael Hyam.
Hi, hello. It's been a minute again since we've been here. Wow, I feel rusty.
I know.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm ready to go. I need to never mind.
What?
Never mind. I was gonna say something, but I'm restraining myself because I've been around a lot of lewd boys around the office. The international team is here, and we're
Save it for the end of the show.
Okay. All right. Yeah. If you make it to the end of the show, you can hear what I was gonna say, and it's it's not safe for work, and we at work.
We are at work
because we're working on news.
As if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that I was in Japan.
Ooh.
Doing Pokemon things, a lot of Pokemon news. Please read those things because I worked very hard on them.
Yes.
And you were gone, and you can't say where.
I still can't say where I was or what I was doing, but exciting stuff.
Yeah, we're getting ready for E3.
Ooh.
The Australia team's here. The UK team's here. We're having a great time. We're
East
going
Coast.
out to the pub because that's what they call it.
The pub.
And they're like, come to the pub. And we're like,
Great pub, innit?
we're like, yeah, totally. Because that's how we sound.
Yeah, totally did.
Anyway, so we've been having a fun time, but we got to get to the news.
Yeah, we got to get. We're having a fun time with their international team here leading up to E3, but we got to get through some news.
Yeah, we do. And as you probably could imagine, our biggest story today is Destiny. So Destiny 2 Forsaken expansion and Season 2 details have been revealed. A lot of information here that we're going to get through as succinctly as possible.
This shit's heavy.
Yeah. So Forsaken is the next expansion. It's out on September 4th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And it has a Western revenge story kind of vibe, they said in the reveal trailer. I couldn't tell if that meant like as opposed to an anime revenge story or as in like a spaghetti Western. I'm assuming it's the latter.
Well, I'm all for anime revenge stories, so if Destiny got that in store for us, well, they probably don't because it's a Western revenge story, but instead the goal is to have a lot of depth and give players a lot to do.
Which is what everyone's been asking for.
Yeah, that's what they're always asked for when it comes to Destiny.
So it's set in the Tangled Shore, which is a new part of the Reef. The Reef, you'll remember from Destiny 1. It's a bunch of asteroids all linked together. And it starts with a prison break. Cade 6 ran a prison there, and everybody broke out. I don't think it's the Prison of Elders. From my understanding, it's not the Prison of Elders, which is also on the Reef. But yeah, so it's a different place. And the story reveal is coming at E3 with new challenges revealed as the summer goes on. So we'll know a little bit more about that story, but you saw some Cade in the footage we're showing right now. Yeah,
you're looking
the
at
reveal trailer.
Yeah, this was the reveal that happened earlier this morning. And there's a whole bunch of new stuff with the Forsaken expansion, of course. You're going to have new enemies, of course, called the Scorn.
Well, actually, not of course. They haven't had introduced a new enemy in a hot minute, and I'm very excited about it.
Oh, okay, sure. Well, this is new. It's that new. So you're going to be fighting the Scorn, and their top dudes are called Barons, and you'll be hunting them down. Barons are all different. One is a sniper, another one is melee focused. So they got some different traits there to kind of mix up the combat, I suppose.
Some variety. I think that'll be interesting, and it'll be nice. I mean, this is where it starts to remind me more of Taken King when they're like, oh, we're going to introduce a new thing. But there's way more than that. So there's a new weapon system, new way of slotting your weapons. So essentially you could carry, they made this joke, you could carry 3 shotguns if you wanted to.
I'm down with that.
But maybe you shouldn't do that, but you could.
Yeah.
So just, they changed the weapon slotting system a little bit from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2.
Yeah.
So instead of having like only weapons that are primary and secondary, you have energy and kinetic now. Yeah. So they're changing it a little bit. You can do it in a more Destiny 1 fashion if you wanted to. They also improved mod and masterwork systems.
Yeah. I heard the masterwork systems wasn't exactly enticing to begin with.
It's really freaking not.
Yeah. Okay. Well then that supports my claim.
Yeah. I want to say it's a grind, but it's like more than that. It's like a straight chore. But hopefully that they fixed it in Forsaken. Forsaken also includes new subclass paths. So Void Warlock can warp is one of the paths, which sounds dope. And then a Titan perhaps, this was Chris Pereira's note, gets a fire hammer, but it's not super clear from the footage.
And continuing a trend of bows and arrows, they got a new bow and arrow weapon. Short, medium, long range versions of it. They're apparently very powerful.
Yeah. I wonder if it'll work like I mean, you have the only bow and arrow you really have is the Void, the Night Stalker arrow, which I imagine is going to be very different and probably fire more frequently than that. So yeah.
In a game where you got all kinds of dope guns, bow and arrow might be your best weapon. That's wild to me. Any game that's got like a bow and arrow, it's like, no, this shit right here does some shit.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
I mean, this game also has swords, and those are pretty good, but they're power weapons. There's also a new mode called Gambit mode. They've teased it for Forsaken. It's a fusion of PvE and PvP. It has 2 teams of 4 players, but they play in different arenas, and you fight enemies and collect the motes they drop. So, sounds intense.
Okay.
There's a max of 15 held at once, and you lose them when you die.
Okay.
You deposit them in a bank, which summons more enemies for the other team to fight.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically, it's like you're not fighting them directly.
You're like piling enemies onto them.
Yeah.
So it's like a war of attrition.
Yeah. But one player can actually invade the other team's arenas at certain times. So it's like, it's not like free for all fighting other players. You're kind of like,
I guess that sounds tight.
You're fighting with ads basically.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
That sounds different at least.
How you actually win is not clear. And it's going to be its own selectable mode like Strikes or the Crucible that you would hover over. And it'll be playable at E3 and at Guardian Con.
There's a Guardian Con?
Yes, there is.
The hell?
Yeah. But at E3, we'll probably check it. I mean, I'm sure I'll probably go check it out.
Whether you like it or not. But hopefully this ends up being something like the Taken King, because Taken King was lit. Like Destiny 1 was like, okay, this is tight, but like what's there to do? And then Taken King came along. It's like, oh, okay, now this feels a lot more whole, feels a lot more complete.
Yeah, and I'm really excited actually, because it sounds like a lot is changing versus Curse of Osiris or Warmind, where it was like these are just
a string of missions.
It's just kind of like I feel like busy work is too reductive, but it was definitely like something to keep you going while you wait for the real thing.
Okay,
it's how I felt playing both of those expansions, and this feels like the real thing. So
okay,
we'll see. I don't, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch, etc. But
look at all those chickens.
We love vines around here. Okay, so there's a new endgame area for Forsaken. It's called the Dreaming City, and it's in the Awoken homeworld.
Ooh, stay woke.
Hell yeah, I always play Awoken. It's like Leviathan and Vault of Glass had a baby, is the quote.
They be smashing. An area specifically designed for endgame content. So this is lots of puzzles and lots of secrets. I imagine you have to be pretty high level. Somehow tied to the new raid. We don't know what the new raid is called, but it has more bosses than any raid before, apparently. And boy, that sound like a goddamn grind. That
sounds very hard, and like with the original raid, we will probably set up in a room and play it.
And play for 5 hours and then get stuck because you have no idea what to do.
The first time we got stuck on the dogs and it was the worst. Okay. Season 2 changes. These are for everybody, not just if you have this. Collections and triumphs. Collections list out things like gear sets and weapons, so you know how many you have or don't have yet. That I really love stuff like that in games. Triumphs are like achievements, and finishing them gets you cool titles that display over your name in game, which that can be cool too if you're really hardcore.
Yep,
and have done a lot.
The roadmap also lists new gear, weapons, and weapon slots, new Crucible maps and modes, and more lore. So looks like. Was it year 2, season 2? Mm-hmm. Looks like there's going to be, on top of the Forsaken expansion, man. You can see the full roadmap on Bungie's website. So now I kind of feel like there's a push to, I guess, revive the game. If you thought it was dead, this very much feels like, okay, not only are we stacking on an expansion, but season 2's got some pretty dope shit coming along.
Yeah. There's also an annual pass. It's not a pass for new expansions, but it's a new thing for sale that gives you access to new, smaller batches of content, which Destiny doesn't really do. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of surprised to hear this. There's something called Black Armory in winter 2018.
Joker's Wild is coming in spring 2019.
And Penumbra in summer 2019. No idea what those are.
I have no idea what they mean, but they are in our notes, and they sound like some Destiny stuff.
Especially Penumbra. Sounds real fancy.
Umbreon. No, Penumbrion. Umbreon's tight.
Umbreon's my favorite Pokemon.
Oh shit, really?
Well, I don't really have a favorite Pokemon, but I love Umbreon. Anyway.
I love Vaporeon because I had a holographic Vaporeon, and someone jacked that shit in 3rd grade, man. Anyway,
Destiny 2 Forsaken costs $40. Destiny 2 Forsaken and the annual pass bundle costs $70, and Destiny 2 Forsaken Digital Deluxe Edition featuring premium digital content costs $80. That sounded really press releasey because I was just reading it. I didn't need to say Destiny 2 every time, but that's fine. There you have it. $40, $70, or $80 for the most stuff.
Those are all the ways in which you can spend your money on Destiny 2. Boy, at least you should probably be aware of all your options if you want to dive into Destiny 2 or if you want to get back into Destiny 2's new content.
Yes. All
wow,
right.
Callie, you really carried the team. You put the team on your back for that one.
I gotta, because Destiny 2 is just...
That's what you do.
I have to review it. That's
your destiny.
Cross I bear.
But
anyway,
this next story is near and dear to my heart. My 2016 game of the year might be having a follow-up.
What is it?
Hitman. Hitman 2 leaks ahead of E3, it seems. Oh, boy.
Ooh.
The Hitman Twitter account posted a teaser for some kind of announcement for June 7th. Mm-hmm. So it's just like it was a 10-second or 15-second video, but it was a static image with a thumbprint. We can actually take a look at that.
I have
yeah,
it?
it's actually
Here
right
it
there.
is.
So just you can hit play, and it's obviously
Scan for
Hitman
cameras.
related.
Access denied June 7th.
Hey, you got to get your fingerprints done, man.
That is, I believe, a Thursday.
What is today? Today is the 5th.
Yeah, so it's
And
Thursday.
so that would be Thursday, yes. WB Games posted another teaser that features the same font, that Hitman font, with a race car with the word Hamsun on it, which could be...
Oh, I pulled it up.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, right
It's
there.
fine. 72 hours.
So we're looking at this with the same Hitman font, and it could be a reference to the fictional oil company in Hitman Season 1.
Wait, is this isn't the same thing, because this doesn't say Hamsun. It's the 72 hours.
Oh, damn.
I don't see the other WB one. That's fine.
That's that right there. Look like Agent 47 is going to be racing through the racetracks. Ooh, that got me thinking about all the wild things you can do. If there was a mission in like a racetrack and you got to like rig bombs in someone's car, that'd be tight. We cut the camera back so we can pull up some sweet Hitman Season 1, if you want to call it Season 1 gameplay to keep you all busy with your eyeballs. But anyway, June 7th at 10 a.m. Pacific is when we expect something from a new Hitman.
Yep. Additionally, a Hitman 2 logo was found on WB Games' website. Sorry, I thought I was going to say Twitter again. I was like, we talked about that already. No, this was on WB Games' website. There was a logo found.
Do some sleuthing. You can find a Hitman 2 logo.
However, nothing has been confirmed, so we'll just keep you up to date as things come up. Because we come online, because we go live at 11 a.m. PT.
We will know.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
come back on Thursday.
Yeah. If they call this Hitman 2, that'd be kind of weird because, as we know, Hitman 2 Silent Assassin was a 2002 joint, the follow-up to the original Hitman, which was Codename 47, and then Hitman 2 Silent Assassin is that game was dope. That's kind of what really wrapped or really presented what modern Hitman is, and having this open mission structure, and you can sneak around, get disguises, do some clever shit, like assassinate people in very, very weird ways. And the latest Hitman that came out in 2016 really channeled that spirit of Agent 47 in Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, but it seems as if Hitman 2 is going to be another thing coming soon. We'll find out on Thursday.
Hitman developer IO Interactive was originally owned by Square Enix before going independent last year, which brought the Hitman series with them. And it was announced back in April that WB Games would publish Hitman Definitive Edition, so it was unclear if the two companies' relationship would extend into future games. However, WB tweeting a thing, and that would indicate that perhaps they do have a relationship. So.
That seems quite clear to me.
Yep.
But yeah, keep your eyes peeled if you're into Hitman, and you should be into Hitman because it's a really dope series. Great game from 2016. Might have a follow-up soon. You'll find out. June 7th, 10 a.m.
E3 is all the time now. There is no start or end.
I feel like E3 has, what is it? It just starts, it's like Black Friday. It starts earlier and earlier and earlier.
That's very true. Okay, well, we're doing this. We're good.
Yeah,
we
we're doing
got through 2 stories already.
Okay.
Okay.
But we're going to tone things down. Well, I don't think we're going to tone things down a little bit because we're talking about anime Dark Souls next.
I made this joke because everybody calls Code Vein anime Dark Souls, but Code Vein's release date has been revealed, so that's really cool. If you're excited for that game, Bandai Namco's upcoming action RPG is coming out for PS4, Xbox One, and PC on September 28th this year.
Sweet.
So
Code Vein is one of those games that's going to be playable at E3. I think I'm going to try and go see it.
Yeah, I talked to the devs a little bit when it was like kind of still early on. One of the things for me is like that initial release like teaser or announcement like the teaser for the game had this beautiful art style, but that was just for the teaser. Like the game doesn't look like that. Yeah, and I was like kind of disappointed, but I've gotten over that disappointment and now I'm back to being interested. So that's good. So anyway, if
we're going to pull up some Code Vein footage here. Is this actual gameplay? This is a story trailer. Anyway, but if you do watch some of the actual gameplay of Code Vein, it moves and looks and seems like it feels like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's Bandai Namco published, so it's they have those influences very close by.
Yeah, it's a trite comparison, but it has been compared pretty heavily to Dark Souls because you see a lot of difficult combat in the footage, a really dense looking world. We learned that it wouldn't have a difficulty slider last year, which is, it sounds like it's going to be pretty hardcore. Yeah. You can change your stats throughout the game with your blood code, is what it's called, to help you adapt to the difficulty, but there's no like actual difficulty slider. So
yeah, there's also cooperative multiplayer similar to the Soul series, of course. You also explore the world and complete dungeons with an NPC companion, so you're not all alone. And however, if you need help from a real player, you can send out a distress signal, and players can answer that signal as long as they can meet the certain requirements. I imagine that it'll have to be like gated by certain levels or how far you are into the game. And all that good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, you don't have to go through this alone.
Yeah. There's I don't know, like I don't know if they're strictly vampires. I seem to remember like they're not explicitly vampires. It's just like there's like a human blood. There's some vampire-esque, like vampire adjacent things.
Oh, damn it. I was just going to say that.
I'm sorry. So yeah. There's Code Vein, and it's coming out September 28th.
I'm hyped up for Code Vein because I do like me some Bloodborne. I do like me some Dark Souls.
And you like anime.
And I'm a newly anointed anime person.
Yeah, I did it.
It's our fault.
Sorry.
No, it's for the better.
All right. And finally, speaking of more hardcore, this was just Hardcore Game Corner today. Blizzard is working on a new Diablo project.
Ooh. Really? Mm-hmm. This is news to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Blizzard posted a job listing for a Diablo dungeon artist and confirmed that it is working on, quote, a new unannounced Diablo project.
But that's it. Unfortunately, no details were revealed about the project. However, the job description does make it sound like it won't deviate from Diablo's well-known style.
Mm-hmm. Quote, the ideal candidate works well in an environment of peers who are passionate about working on the dark gothic world of Diablo, making great games, killing millions of monsters, and getting loot. I love the emphasis on
getting
goth.
Loot. Oh, goth?
I don't know if you've seen my outfit today, but...
Oh, man, but, I mean, this job opening isn't it's the first job opening to suggest that a new Diablo is in the works. Mm-hmm. So there's some speculation on whether it's Diablo 3 or if Diablo 3 would come to Switch. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, maybe
why would they need new dungeon artists, though, for that?
I don't know. So it does seem like Diablo 4.
Unless it has a freaking, like, Zelda room or whatever.
Oh, that'd be
I'm
tight.
just kidding. That would be weird. Yeah, unless it's Diablo 4. Who knows? Yeah. So as far as the Switch speculation goes, Diablo.
That was a separate story we did a while ago.
Yeah,
actually.
But to recap, Blizzard had shared an image of a Diablo nightlight being switched on and off, and some people were like, Switch. Blizzard denied that this was the case, and back in March, they told Polygon, quote, we can assure you we're not that clever. However, a Eurogamer report said shortly after that there was indeed a Switch version in the works. So there's been rumors going back and forth about this.
Yeah, it's unclear if we're going to get anything, if this means anything for E3 2018. But of course, BlizzCon is its own thing, and I think that's in November.
Yes, I don't know when BlizzCon is.
I think BlizzCon's in November. Last week of October, early
around
November.
there.
Yeah. So maybe this is something that's lining up for a big announcement at BlizzCon, so they can kind of control their own messaging, control their own audience or whatever.
Yeah.
Because much like Rockstar, I think like Blizzard can call their own shots. Like if they want to, they can pick any date out of the year and say we're going to announce something on this date, and it's going to be just as big as if we announce it at any other time or any other event. So.
Yeah, I mean Blizzard has that clout. I mean they have a very
clout. Yeah.
They have a very specific set of games, right? It's or I mean, it's not as small as Riot where it's like, oh, we do League of Legends, but they have a narrow enough and an audience that overlaps enough, I think, that they can kind of control their own messaging a lot better than maybe somebody else. So. Yeah.
So what do we talk about? We talk about unannounced Diablo project that was hinted at through a job description. We got new Hitman may be coming revealed on June 7th.
Maybe.
We got Code Vein release date and a new trailer for that. And our lead story was all the new stuff with Destiny 2's expansion called Forsaken.
Yes. So we did that. That was a lot of like pretty intense games.
Yeah, that was pretty juicy.
Yeah.
It's a juicy news day.
Yeah. Very meaty.
Very meaty, girthy news day.
Well,
Ayo.
Yeah, we're getting ready for E3. I think we're very tired and possibly jet lagged. Who knows? You promised to say what you were going to say at the beginning of the show.
Oh, okay. So you made it at the end of the show. And
now that all the adults are gone.
I was going to say, actually, I still shouldn't say it. Hit me up on Twitter and I'll tell you the joke. Follow me at Michael P. Hyam.
I can't wait to hear this joke.
Yeah, I'll tell y'all.
Yeah,
I'll tell everyone else in the office afterwards, and then I'm going to get written up probably.
Follow Michael P. Hyam on Twitter.
Hey, it's a good time on my timeline. So, today I want to wish everyone a happy Blaze Blue Cross Tag launch day because it is very important to me. Now, I'm still working on the review. I'm kind of working through the making sure the online stuff is up to snuff before I say my final word on it. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll have my Blaze Blue Cross Tag review up on GameSpot.com later today. But right after this show, me, Jean-Luc, Ben Jacob, they finally invited me to play Blaze Blue live on the internet. I'm going to whoop they ass, and you can watch me whoop they ass in like 7 minutes.
He's going to run over to the stream room and fight those boys.
Fight the crime boys.
Yep.
We're actually doing it in the old lobby studio. So
you're doing the studio.
Because we got 3 people this time.
Oh.
And I'll be hosting that. And I'll repping my old high school right here. So I'm going to be playing with my old friends from Yasugami.
Okay.
Oh, man. It's going to be a good time. Trust me. So if you want to stick around.
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm the one who made you like
I know.
this.
She's the one who made me who I am. I hate you. But yeah, if you want to watch us throw hands in a 2D anime fighter, the greatest 2D anime fighter that ever lived.
Oh,
ooh, damn, that's a bold-ass statement, but I stand by it. And you can watch why right after this show because we're playing Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle to celebrate the launch day.
I'm so excited for you. I love seeing you this excited.
Ooh.
Didn't you do a cool thing on Giant Bomb?
I did. I was on the quick look for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. Jason A. Striker and Ben Peck, both of my friends over at Giant Bomb.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, they invited me because I had that passion and I expressed it. And they were like, hey, you seem to like this game a lot. How about you join us on the quick look? So you can check out the quick look for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle on giantbomb.com. Wow, that feels amazing. I love those guys.
I'm so happy for you. All right, we got people to thank before you run over there. Thank you to Emily Conti for being great. Thank you, Chris Pereira and Tony Wilson and Matt Paget, who are all here in the office with us.
I'm so excited to see Chris Pereira.
I like that you specifically said Chris Pereira.
Yeah, Matt's cool too, and Tony's cool too.
Yeah. And Eric Tay.
Of course.
And Jean-Luc came in here and helped us today.
Yes.
And thank you to everybody who filled in for us over the past week.
We had Tamor, we had Lucy, we had Jean-Luc come in, Justin came in.
Jake.
Matt made his debut. Matt Paget made his debut yesterday, so that was really cool to see.
Yeah. We got a lot going on in the next couple days.
Oh boy, me and Callie are very busy, along with everyone else on the GameSpot staff. We're all very busy.
Yeah.
Trying to do our best to give y'all the best coverage for E3 2018.
Yeah, but we will be back tomorrow with more news. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you then.
Goodbye.